Hi, this is Amber Laura from Litly Bear, and today I want to talk about part of the writing process that every writer comes across inevitably, and that is when the story is not coming very naturally. You know, sometimes you wake up in the morning and you know exactly the story you want to tell. You know your characters, you know the plot, you know what you want to say, you know how you want to say it. And oh, those are such great writing days. Fortunately, they are not every day. Sometimes, you know, you gotta yank and pull and prod the story into place. And while I don't personally subscribe to the notion of writer's block, I 100% agree and have absolutely experienced moments when writing is hard, when the story just isn't naturally unfolding, when my imagination sputters to a stop and I don't know how to get from A to B to C, and I'm stuck. And so those are those moments when you need to really stretch those writerly muscles. And so I use some kind of creative exercises to kind of get my imagination flowing again. And in fact, the reason I even thought to do this video was because on my blog, I decided to create a short story, a short romance story, and offer it for free to subscribers of my newsletter. But every time I tried to start it, the story just kind of flatlined. You know, it just didn't have any life or any chemistry, and it just didn't have this natural, you know, like organic feeling. There was no magic there. And so that's why I decided to create this video, to show you a couple of exercises I do when the writing is sticking and to kind of help myself. So one of the first exercises is just a question I ask myself called, what's different? A lot of good stories start in the middle of the action. And a natural and kind of easy way to create conflict and tension is to just create something different in your character's life. So for example, let's say we have a character and her name is Molly, and she wakes up in the morning and goes outside to start her car and her car is broke down. So, okay, we've created something different in Molly's life. So maybe now she has to start taking the bus, or maybe she has to start walking to work. Maybe she meets somebody along the way, or maybe the mechanic who has to fix her car. Okay, so I have lots of opportunities immediately for her to meet somebody, and you know, romance is definitely, it's in the corners of any one of these angles that I want to take this. And it was simply because I created something different in her life. So another exercise that I like to use, it's a little bit more common, and I kind of consider it like a random pick. So basically, it's you pick a noun, a verb, an adjective, an adverb, whatever you choose. I always just go right off the top of my head. So for noun, let's go train, verb, run, and adverb, slowly. And don't think about these. The best part about this is just let it flow naturally and just let your imagination just spark. So I'm looking at these three words, and just off the cuff, I'm thinking my main character is running to try to catch her train on her morning commute. But maybe she's just running really slowly. Maybe she's a slow runner. Maybe she's wearing high-heeled shoes. Maybe she's just impeded by, you know, heavy crowds. You know, I'm even hearing a little inner monologue as she's racing, trying to get to her train. And she's berating herself for having that donut for breakfast, and she should have stuck with something a little healthier. You know, as the scene's kind of playing out in my mind, I'm seeing maybe she runs into a bystander as she's trying to catch her train, or maybe right as she jumps onto the train, she runs into somebody and he's holding his briefcase or a cup of coffee and it flies out of his hands. Boom, we have a meet cute immediately. And there's so many places that I could take this story. And again, both of these exercises were just right off the cuff. It was without giving it a lot of thought, without really sitting down and analyzing it. So what I've done is I've just kind of helped create that spinning wheel in my creativity and my imagination. And okay, so now I'm feeling a little bit more confident. Now I think I can sit down and I could write something. So again, these are just two kind of exercises that I use when I'm feeling that my writing's getting a little stuck. I really hope that they help you as much as they frequently help me. And as an added challenge or bonus, I'm going to use one of these two examples in the free short story that I'm going to offer. And if you want to read it, subscribe to my newsletter at www.litlybear.com. Thank you.